Be here, like this is just, yeah, focus. Sorry about the dry skin, but look at that. He's lined that up. He's an artist. Is that working? I think it is. Right, so this is a 5-week update or 5-week progress check on where my wrist is after surgery. So just a little over a week ago, I had my cast taken off, and every day I've had huge improvements. I look back at the video of the first video I did after I took the cast off and compared it to how it looks now and how my movement and everything is, and there's massive steps. So I've had 2 physiotherapy sessions. I've had one with a private physio, and I'm gonna have a session with her once a week, and she's lovely, and we're gonna do some mobility and strength stuff, and she's gonna do some manipulation. And then I have an NHS physio that I am seeing once a month. He can only see me once a month. Obviously, they're super swamped. You know, it's a National Health Service. The private physio she's gonna be giving me exercises to do kind of on a weekly basis, dictated by my progress. So, yes. So with the scaphoid, if I talk about pain first, because I guess pain management is going to be a big thing that maybe people are interested if they're watching this for their own recovery with a scaphoid fracture. Obviously with mine, I've had dislocation with it as well, a few pins, some dislocation breaks in it, and loads of my ligaments got blown as well. But I think the scaphoid is one of the big things I've got to screw with. The whole thing's a big thing anyway. But when it comes to pain, obviously the surgeon told me that I'm going to have arthritis in my wrist now and pain. Pain throughout the day anyway, especially if I'm using my wrist a lot. But yeah, if I lift something heavy, because my muscle, but I've got so much muscle degeneration. Like the size of my arms now is on a daily basis. I can see like my muscle is just flabby here. Like this is just, yeah, like there's so much flabbier compared to this arm. I haven't been able to really do much. So obviously if I hold something heavy, because I haven't got enough strength in my wrist, it pushes down, so I can feel all my bones hurting. If I move quickly as well, I get sharp pain going through it sometimes. And I just started driving about 2 days ago. In my van, I can drive easily because the gear stick's higher up, and also it's really smooth. But we also have a little car, well, my girlfriend's car, and I can't drive my girlfriend's car at all, because it's a little bit rigid. My wrist, we had to just stop, and we had to swap over. She had to drive, just because it hurts too much. But I can do a lot more other things. Like I can hold like bottles and stuff. It just depends on how the angle of it is. I can open doors, I can tie shoelaces. But yeah, when it comes to like strength, with my strength, I try to lift up like a pole that I can put some weights on, some disc plates on it. And I try to do some like hammer curls and some shoulder presses just to get my arm moving. But my wrist started hurting really quickly, so I just stopped straight away. But I can hold relatively heavier weights if my arm is down and I'm not requiring my wrist muscle to keep my wrist in the same position. I'll show you actually. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, so this thing I put weights on and do some exercises with. With this hand, if I grip it like that, I can feel pain in my wrist just because my wrist is holding it. So I've abandoned any weight training with it. But when it comes to like a kettlebell, if I'm holding it down and not require my wrist to hold it sideways, this is about 7.5, and I can hold that with relative ease. If I start to use my thumb to grip it, and use my thumb more, I can feel my scaphoid. So I'm not doing any any weight training yet with it, but obviously that's not that important. So the pain is there. When it comes to mobility, where's my movement? I can touch my pinky with my thumb now without even thinking about it, but I can't. Can you see, like, I can't straighten my fingers because it all just feels really tight, and this is still not making like a perfect, well, kind of making a circle, but it's killing me. The rest of it, like movement, my rotation is so much better. My rotation is almost full. I'm still kind of bending in that way to overcompensate, but my rotation is there. When it comes to my movement in it, I've got a little bit more. You can see that, but yeah, I've got a little bit more in it, and backwards I got a little bit more. My girlfriend's dad scared the shit out of me because he had a scaphoid injury with a dislocation. He didn't have the pins. A few years on, I literally saw him this morning, and he's like, he's got the same amount of movement, maybe a little bit more movement than I have, and that's it. And he said, yeah, good luck. So I'm going to try to get better than him, but I mean, realistically, the surgeon did say that a lot of my mobility is going to be gone. But the physio said that she reckoned she could possibly get me to go into kind of like a push-up position. But yeah, it's the movement there is a lot. Can you see? Yeah, is a lot better. And sideways, I'm moving my thumb, but yeah, look at that. Ooh, there we go. And I can kind of wiggle it in a circle. So yeah, that's getting better, but it's still, my arm and my fingers still don't work properly. I've now realised I've fully lost nerves in there, and I've lost nerves in the tip of my pinky. So that's a bit funny, and then that's about it. That's where I'm at. Yeah, everything's going good. The scar, I wish it was bigger. I wish, but the surgeon, you can't even see it. Can you see it? There. Focus. Sorry about the dry skin, but look at that. He's lined that up. He's an artist. And then I've still got the pin in my hand there. That's the top of the pin. That'll get taken out in about 4 weeks. And then yeah, that's the scar on the underside. And then I've got two little, I can't twist it around. I've got two little dots. But yeah, there we go. So like with the mobility of it, yeah, nowhere near kind of where it needs to be. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're gonna carry on with it. That's where I'm at. Boom! Look at that.